Hey guys, welcome back to this JustSurvive live mic as we discuss the latest news out of Daybreak. So first I want to start it off by thanking all you guys for participating here on the channel these last 3 years. Your guys' tweets, comments, shares, and general activity on the channel and in Reddit and other areas where I post the videos. You guys have been amazing. I appreciate all of that, especially during this kind of challenging time that we're going through, not only just on Daybreak with the game here, but also for us YouTubers as things are changing quite dramatically here on YouTube. So if you guys have not read it yet, that's kind of a pun there, but if you haven't been to Reddit yet, we do have some more update news, and that is that we can anticipate an update in June. So that's kind of good news. And I think we have to kind of keep in mind here that the team is kind of, you know, a little depleted, to say the least. You know, I don't know how many team members from H1Z1 are actually departed. You know, they're not going to give us those numbers, but suffice it to say they're, you know, they're having to regroup and stuff. So I will leave a link down in the publish section there for the newest information that's out, and that is starting it off. They are reducing the material needed to create explosives and eliminating composites from the required materials. I'm not sure why I ran past all these cars because I need the steel. I haven't made a base here, but what I am going to do is make a shack. My inventory is completely full. I just had to like dump a good bit of my stash out. So it looks like they're doing another reduction. For those of those, probably those, you know, on PvP, obviously. I don't really make explosives here on PvE. I suppose some people do just for fun, but we're also going to see a reduction in materials needed to build base components, which I guess in my particular circumstance would be a good thing because I'm currently trying to build something, at least to have a little something here on the server. So another reduction in that, which I think will also apply to PvP as well, because if your bases are getting raided and they're getting torn down, and it may be, you know, kind of frustrating having to rebuild over and over again, and with the amount of materials that you need, you know, it kind of slows everything down. Right, so they're adding slight movement penalties after crouching, quickly ramping back to full speed. So I guess it's kind of like, you know, they're slowing it down to keep people from you know, like the bunny hoppers and the crouchers and the prones and all that kind of stuff. So that's obviously an adjustment for PvP. So I can understand that. I guess it's been an issue for some people in the PvP environment. So I totally understand why they're making that change. So I guess they'll, you know, be looking forward to that in the PvP community. They're adding several anti-cheat categories and trackers. So one thing that I guess we can all agree on is that you know, cheating has definitely cut down quite a lot since launch, which is probably kind of a sweeping oversimplification, but it has been better. Now, being on PvE, I don't see it as much anymore, if at all. You guys can go back to when Z1 was introduced and see like kind of almost the rampant nonsense that was going on when Z1 was reintroduced, but that was really kind of the last time I really saw any of that. So we can also anticipate fixing securable area issues associated with low-speed projectiles, arrows, bolts, etc. Apparently they were killing people after they closed the door, and they were reporting that the last player to damage them got the kill. So another PvP change there. Improving default shadow settings. You know, it's one of those things that I just don't really think about a whole lot. You know, with current rigs and graphic cards and stuff, you don't really... I mean, I haven't. Maybe you guys have, but I haven't really, like, really been overly concerned with the performance. I know guys with high-end rigs and video cards are wondering why they're not getting the frames. A lot of that is because the game isn't optimized. That's kind of the bottom line, right? I mean, it's like trying to fill a Dixie cup from a fire hydrant. You know, your computer's this big, powerful fire hydrant, and the game is this little tiny Dixie cup, and you're just like blowing it right out of your hand because, you know, the game just isn't optimized for it. So if you guys were always curious about why you can't get those awesome frames when you've got this mega rig, that's it. Yeah, it's just not optimized. But I guess the only time I really even think about shadows is like right now when I actually see it. So as far as performance right now as we speak, I'm getting like 46 frames, so I'm totally good with it. It's not a big deal. They're going to be fixing an issue that could result in less of items from storage containers. What? Fix an issue that could result in loss. So apparently people were losing items from their storage containers. Can't say that I really noticed that. If you guys have noticed it, you're welcome to leave a comment down below as to what exactly you were losing. You guys can remember back in the day when we were getting, well, when we were actually, you know, when there's more kind of a hacking into bases and stealing components and materials. That's nothing new to anybody who's been playing this game for any period of time. So, so that's one thing we have to kind of take into consideration. Fix an issue that could result, let's see, fixing several memory leaks on the server. Now, if you guys have been around since the Varant SOE days into Daybreak, you are quite familiar with memory leak. That is not inherent just to Daybreak or games, but suffices to say, memory leaks are not a big mystery to fans of the Daybreak franchise, to put it politely. And lastly in the notes, they're eliminating the ability to purchase crates, and that's probably the biggest conversation or the biggest concern. I think probably, aside from people commenting about, you know, what my role is and what I cover on the channel and stuff, probably the second most biggest complaint I get from people is, why don't I talk about the crates in the skin system and stuff? Well, it's real easy. If you guys have been here on the channel, you know that I'm not a fan of the gambling system, because I've played most every game that Daybreak has, and when you go to the Daybreak Cash store on any other game, you can buy whatever you like. You go there and you buy whatever you want. And so the idea that I would have to get, you know, however many items of a particular tier and then convert those into another tier, that's just nonsense. That's just that's just you know, three card Monty, in my opinion. It's like, you know, how can you separate cash from the player? That's kind of derogatory. It's probably like the biggest issue I have with Daybreak, and that's nothing new here. So anyway, so basically what they're doing is they're going to make the crates free, and people are concerned that it's going to devalue. I'm not sure how you devalue. Well, I mean, I understand their argument of it being devaluing things in the game. In other words, it's just going to make it to where anyone can get whatever they want, right? So the crates, so I guess kind of their argument is they enjoyed the exclusivity. You know, those that wanted to buy Station Cash, I still call it Station Cash anyway. Actually, I used to jokingly always call it Smedley Bucks. But so basically, how is it going to affect the gameplay or game issues in general? It's not going to affect it at all. You know, the fact that people are going to be able to, is that going to fit? Oh my god, it just does fit. And we need how many to make the shack? We just need 20 screws and 30 steel. So we got the steel. Now I'm probably going to have to make a furnace, though, to make the rest of the stuff. Anyway, I won't get into all that, guys. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. So I'm interested in what your thoughts and opinions are as it concerns. You see I dumped all that stuff on the ground. Kind of concerned. I'm curious what you guys think about the changes that are coming through here. I really can't elaborate any more when it comes to the skins, because I stopped buying crates or keys a long time ago. I'm talking like 2 years ago. I just stopped because I didn't renew my account. I was paying 6 months membership Daybreak because I was playing some of the other games. I was playing Planet Side 2, EverQuest, and stuff like that. So that's what I was mostly doing. Is it raining in the game? Yeah, it is. So I'm not even going to be able to make a campfire to boil my water or to purify the water. So, yeah. So guys, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the newest changes. I will include that down in the comment section, public section down below. Let me know what you think about the newest changes, your thoughts, opinions, concerns about what this all means with the game moving forward into June. We're getting that update, so we know the game's at least going to be around till June. Well, that was a bit of an abrupt ending there, wasn't it? But that is going to wrap it up, guys, for this latest segment of news out of Daybreak. And if you haven't already, be sure you click on that channel icon appearing on the screen. This way you guys are sure to get the latest news out of Daybreak and Just Survive.